Hey Libras, it's Star with Eyes of the Stars Tarot. Happy New Year to you guys. And I'm sorry it's taken me so long to get these videos out, but the holidays were really crazy. I wasn't able to do any videos, so my apologies to you. I'm going to get started with the love readings as I normally do, but I'm not going to do the general readings because in place of those I'm doing the yearly TAROTSCOPEs for you. So let's get started on the love readings. I feel like you guys are either ready to offer your love to someone or you will be getting a love offer pretty soon. But let's see what comes up. Okay, we have playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. We have getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. And then we do have pay attention to the red flags. So keep your wits about you. Okay? Let's take a look. For playfulness, we have the Fool. So having faith, taking that leap of faith into this relationship. I feel like a lot of you Libras are embarking on a new relationship. And you're taking a chance. You're just taking a lighthearted approach. It might be pretty casual right now. I feel like you guys are just getting to know each other. We have the Emperor card here. So some of you could be dealing with an Aries or somebody older than you who might make you feel a little bit intimidated. They feel, you know, this is somebody who's very smart, makes decision, is very authoritative. So, yeah. This also could mean, again, like I was saying, keep your wits about you. So, yes, be footloose and fancy free, but keep your wits about you and take on that Emperor energy as well and keep yourself very grounded and in control. Okay? We have getting to know each other. A lot of you have been asking, is this for singles? Is this for couples? And really, I mean, I thought about doing separate ones for singles and couples, but I really just read for each sign, and sometimes the messages come up for couples only. Sometimes they come up for singles only. Sometimes they come up for both. So it's really like whoever needs to hear the message is who's going to get it. We have the King of Cups here for getting to know each other. So the King of Cups is... I love the King of Cups because this guy is very, he's very emotional, but he's not like overly emotional. You know, he's not like a drama queen. Knows how to keep his emotions in check. And that's kind of a theme for you guys. Like, keep your emotions in check. Keep your wits about you. Really get to know this person. You know, have fun with the relationship, but get to know the person. Offer your love, but keep your feet flat on the floor. Okay? Don't put your head up in the clouds, because then you will be put in a very vulnerable position, and I don't think that's what you guys want. So, okay, yeah. Love offers. Page of Cups. Some of you could be dealing with water signs, Cancer, Pisces, or a Scorpio, but I feel like there is somebody offering love here. But I feel like there's still more getting to know each other that needs to happen before decisions can be made. But that's where this is going. Okay, and we do need to pay attention to the red flags. We have the Ace of Pentacles. So there is a new opportunity, a new offer being put on the table for something more stable and grounded. You have to pay attention to the red flags to decide whether or not this is really what you want. You know, don't let yourself get carried away with all this emotion and this love and all that, and like completely ignore the practical stuff, okay? So I feel like the red flags are actually the practicalities of it. But there is happiness here, okay? The Sun is also about clarity. So shining a light on these red flags is going to be important, okay? Not necessarily does that mean that they will be deal breakers, but there's things that you have to be well aware of and decide whether or not this is what you want. And it could be really silly things, like mundane things, like, for example, your partner snores. Do you want to marry this person? Can you deal with somebody that snores every night? It's as simple as that. You'd be surprised, but I've seen snoring causing divorces, so, you know. All right, let's move on to your Celtic cross and see what else comes up. But overall, I feel like you guys are embarking on a new relationship, or a newer relationship that shows a lot of promise. You just have to be careful not to get involved in some whirlwind romance that sweeps you off your feet. Okay, you want to keep your feet flat on the floor. Okay. All right, we have the Queen of Cups reverse. So somebody is very in their emotions, feeling very emotional here. What is crossing them? Four of Wands. Somebody wants commitment, but they're very much in their emotions. Okay, the foundation, we have the Moon. So things that are hidden, or fears perhaps. What else do we have for Libras from now until the end of January 2018 for love and romance? In the past, we had the Hermit. So some of you could have isolated yourself from others to do some soul searching, really figure things out. What's crowning you is the High Priestess reverse. I feel like for some of you, there's some secrets that you found out about. And this has you feeling kind of upset. Because what you want is stability, and you don't want to have to be dealing with any kind of drama. In the near future, we have the Queen of Wands reverse. How you see yourself is the Queen of Swords. So, Queen of Swords, and what's crowning you is the High Priestess. So you see things very realistically, okay? And this is very much a Libra card. Air energy there. You're seeing the reality of things. You're seeing the truth of the matter. How your partner sees you is the Nine of Swords reverse. So they think that you just don't give a crap. They pretty much feel like you don't care about something. It could be because the Queen of Swords, you know, maybe you are looking at things from a logical perspective, but the Queen of Swords gives an air out like sort of a very cold, distant, uncaring, and that's kind of what your partner feels from you. Which may not be. You may care a lot, but you just come off as being pretty cold. Hopes or fears? What are the hopes or fears for Libra? Okay, you're fearing being left out in the cold, rejected, having financial issues, and your overall outcome. Okay, we have the Ten of Cups reverse, so some unhappiness and ending of some sort here. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Devil. Okay, yeah. I see some toxicity here, relationship with a lot of toxicity. Somebody's feeling very, they're having trouble seeing their worth, okay? And there's a lot of sadness here. But decisions are made, but perhaps not with all the truth, okay? I feel like there's deception here as well. But overall, okay, so there is some trying times here. There's a relationship that I feel should end because it's negative. So for some of you, you're already involved in a relationship that is kind of toxic or is causing a lot of stress and sadness, and for you to question your own self-worth or self-value. But I think I don't know that that relationship is going to survive. But I do see the start of another relationship, or perhaps this relationship will have a new beginning, a new passionate beginning, and you will be able to heal and let go of your past betrayals. Okay, so for some of you, the relationship that you're currently in could be improving. Oh, I have these cards over here. The relationship that you're currently in could be improving, and for others of you, it will not be improving, and you will be getting into a new relationship. But before that happens, you have to let go of this one. So let's take a look. We have the Queen of Cups reversed. So somebody is feeling sad and very much in their feelings, feeling out of control with the Emperor reverse, or you could be dealing with an Aries or a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. Whatever the case is, there is an imbalance here that needs to be healed. So somebody's very much into their emotions, could be very depressed and just feeling like hopeless, like there's nothing that they can do. What's crossing them is the Four of Wands. So perhaps this is like a long-term situation that you're having trouble letting go of, because you know, it's more like it's just comfortable. You know what I mean? Like you're running on fumes right now because you just have the memories of when things were good. And someone's not making decisions here or choices with regards to this situation. You're sad about it, but you're not actually making decisions because this is somebody from your past. You've been dealing with this person for a long time, so it's kind of hard to let them go. So with the foundation, we have the Moon. And the Moon speaks about things that are hidden, emotions, and perhaps fears. Okay, clarifying that, we have the Three of Wands reverse. The Chariot reverse. So things were hidden. Things that were hidden, I feel like just put this relationship completely off course. And now, you know, you're having trouble seeing a future in this relationship because of all the things that were hidden from you, or deceptions. In the past, we have the Hermit. So you may have gone into isolation because you felt, you know, your self-confidence took a hit. You may have taken a hit financially, so you went into seclusion to deal with all of these issues that you were having so that you can come to terms with it and move forward, you know, to move away from this relationship. What's crowning you is the High Priestess, but she's in the reverse, so you guys may not be using your intuition right now. About a relationship, okay? Or there was a secret revealed about a relationship. Perhaps whatever these secrets were in the foundation. We have the Nine of Swords reverse and the High Priestess, okay? I feel like you found out about some secrets that your partner was hiding and you're not telling them. You're acting like you don't care, okay? How you see yourself is the Queen of Swords. That's why you're seeing yourself as the Queen of Swords, because there's something you know that they don't. Okay, and you're acting like you don't care either way. Okay, so the Queen of Swords. Oh, some of you could have found out about a third-party situation, but you're not. Some of you may not be letting your partner know that you're suspecting this, or that you've almost caught them. Or this could be happening to you, but I feel like it's having to do with another person. Yeah, we have the Knight of Cups reverse here. So that's insincerities when it comes to emotions. Somebody's like losing reputation here. It's like you felt duped. Yeah, you see the truth now. You see that there was a third party and you felt duped and kind of like dumb. You know what I mean? Like, not that you are dumb by any means, but you felt like somebody got one over on you. And now you're acting cold and aloof. Oh, I totally skipped over the Queen of Wands. Why is this Queen of Wands reversed here in the near future? There's a Queen of Wands reversed in the near future. Okay, Six of Pentacles reversed. Again, lack of balance. You're not wanting, or somebody's not wanting to take any action anymore. They've lost their confidence. There's a lack of balance, lack of equal give and take in the relationship. And there's restlessness. It's like someone's feeling like, I've been doing this for long enough, like this is enough. I don't want to do this anymore. How your partner's seeing you is the Nine of Swords reverse. And that's clarified by the Eight of Wands reverse. So not taking any action again, supported by the Queen of Wands reverse. So yeah, they see you as just not caring, not putting in the effort, not taking any action, any movement forward, because you are upset. We have the Ace of Cups reverse. Your hopes or fears are the Five of Pentacles, clarified by the World reverse. I feel like you're afraid to let this relationship go because you're afraid to be alone. You're afraid to feel lonely. And so that is what's stopping you from putting an end to this relationship, even though you're not satisfied with it, with the Four of Cups reverse, or Four of Cups upright. So your overall outcome is the Ten of Cups, but it's in the reverse. So that is sadness within a family. We have the Three of Pentacles reversed. So you're no longer going to be working towards building this relationship, even though it's been long-term, because you've set yourself free from your limiting thoughts with the Eight of Swords reverse. And I think that you're ready to move on here once this is all said and done, which should be, I mean, this is for through the end of January, but you know, this is the overall outcome. So in the near future, I feel like you're figuring out, or you're letting somebody know that you're not going to be putting any more effort into this because you're not getting the reciprocation that you expect from this person. And then overall, later on, I feel like you're going to be definitely letting go. Yes, and healing that broken heart. So yes, I do feel like some of you need to let go of this negative energy, but definitely there is new love on the horizon. It's just that this energy needs to be cleared out. All right, I've actually gotten that for a couple of signs now, so you're not the only ones, Libras. I'm sorry, guys, but you know, sometimes it's all for the best. Not sometimes, it's always all for the best, because the universe has a lot better things planned for you. We're not meant to be here stressing and being depressed about anyone or anything. So if that's where you are right now, that's how you know that a change is needed. So let's move on to your yearly and see what else you have coming for this year. Let me just give these another shuffle. I was falling off, otherwise these cards would have went flying. Okay, I think we're good there. Let me just cut these again. All right. Okay, so I'm going to pull one card for each month and then one overall. All right, in the month of January, we're welcoming the new. Yes, because we're letting go of those old energies that no longer served us, which is what we saw in the love reading. So yes, it coincides, and there is new love for you coming as well. What else? We have February. What is going on for February for Libras for 2018? February 2018. Oh, that was way too many. I'm going to put those back. Okay. Decisions. Major life decisions needing to be addressed in the month of February. In the month of March, you're going to need to focus on a new exercise program. Oops. In April, you're going to be dealing with memories, so a little bit of nostalgia going on there. For May, we have healing the past. So definitely it seems like a lot of changes going on right up, you know, in the beginning of the month, and then by May you're going to be, you know, coming to terms with all of that. The memories, the healing, all of that. So this may have been carried in from the previous year, from 2017. Oh, again, I got two. Okay, let me put those away. Okay, June. Where is it? June, you need to be focused on motivation. Keeping yourself motivated. July. Been getting this card a whole lot. Parental care. So again, that could be either a focus on your children, your parental care towards others, or towards your parents. In August, we have you are stronger than you know. So some of you are going to be finding that out. In September, a focus on spiritual growth. October, again, religion and spirituality. So definitely towards the fall, there's going to be a big focus on your spirituality and your beliefs. Where am I? January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October. Okay. November. We're going to be seeking support or giving support. And finally, for December, we're taking the next step now. Okay. And your overall focus for the year, a dietary change is in order. All right, let's take a look. So in January, you were welcome in the new. Wow, okay. So yes, the World card. It's the start of a new phase in your life. The ending of a cycle, the starting of a new one. So major life change here in January for some of you. So like we saw in the love reading, that could mean leaving a relationship, a long-term relationship that you've been very accustomed to, leaving something, letting go of an energy that no longer serves you, and welcoming the new. That's the focus for January. For February, you're making decisions. So perhaps in January, you're just coming to terms with it and realizing it, that you need to let things go. And in February, you may be making the final decision to do so. This is all going to be different for each of you because it is a general reading. So for some of you, that could be relating to relationships. For others of you, it could be career, whatever it is. And the reason you're needing to make decisions is because you're not getting what you want right now. And you should be. Okay, so whatever it is that's not emotionally satisfying you, you need to make the decision to let that go. In March, we're focused on a new exercise program. Okay, and we have the moon, because there are some hidden issues within your body that you need to deal with. And so starting a new exercise program is going to help you get you back on track. So maybe there's some health issues or potential health issues that if you don't change your exercise habits now, that would lead to. So there are some things that are hidden there that you do not know, and perhaps you need to focus on your body and making yourself healthier. April, we have memories. So again, we're dealing with some nostalgia, thinking about how things used to be. Sometimes they're good memories and sometimes they're not so great. So let's see. Okay, what came out is Judgment. I feel like in April you're going to be second guessing your decisions from February because you're, in this nostalgic state. So Judgment reverse is not seeing the reality of things, not letting go to the point where you can have this rebirth and renewal. because that's what the Judgment is all about, is like making a final decision on something and then having a rebirth or something renew, or or you're seeing things for what they really are. And I feel like the memories are kind of clouding that for you, and it's making you second guess again the decisions that you made earlier in the year. Okay, and in May you're just going to be healing from the past. So what this tells me, and I mean the World card kind of says it, the World card being a major arcana, it tells me that whatever change is happening here in the beginning of the month, or I'm sorry, not in the beginning of the in the beginning of the year, is going to be a major life change for you. It's going to change the course of your life. And so that is difficult to deal with. Even though you already know you need to make that decision, you make the decision because whatever it is, it's no longer serving you. But toward the spring, you're going to be kind of revisiting that and putting that to bed, healing those issues, okay? Because it's been difficult for you, or it will be difficult for you. So you're healing from the past, trying to balance all the things that you have on your plate while you're still feeling nostalgic about what you had to let go of. January, February, March, April, May. Okay, so June, we have motivation. Very important for you to keep yourself motivated and keep on moving forward, okay? This is the Knight of Pentacles. So the Knight of Pentacles moves forward very methodically. Even though he's moving slowly, he is moving, and he tends to do very well because, again, whatever he does, it's very methodical and well thought out and well planned. So maintain your motivation. Don't get stuck on, I don't see things really changing, whether that be with regards to your exercise program or whatever it is. The important thing is to stay motivated and to keep on it. Slowly but surely you will get to where you need to get to. Okay, in July we're dealing with parental care. Let's see what that's about. And we have the Wheel of Fortune reverse. So there's some timing issues, something that doesn't quite go the way that you wanted it to. It could be something taking a turn for the worse, and this having to do with either your parents. Maybe something happens with your parents that you need to provide some extra attention or some extra care, or that you need to provide parental care to your children because of something that happens here in the month of July. And it's interesting because we have July here. I don't know if you guys can see here. Okay, so this is where I have July. We have the Wheel of Fortune reverse, and then right on top of that in January we have the World. So this is like all about cycles. The first half of the year is going to be all about the cycles that you're going through. There's like endings, new beginnings. Okay, so I just wanted to point that out to you, that cycles, karmic cycles, are going to play a major part in your life right now. So whatever it is that's going on, yes, you do have a part in it, obviously. And then here we have Judgment, another karma card. But very much so, I see a lot of destined things are happening here in the first half of the year. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcana cards out of 3, 6, out of 7. Okay, so that's a lot. And they all seem to be, not all of them, but a lot is about destiny, about karma, just things that are out of your control that need to happen, and it's all about how you're going to deal with it because it has a lot to do with lessons and whatnot. All right, so that was July. August, you have You Are Stronger Than You Know. Okay. And we have the King of Cups reverse. So I feel like, you're going to come to a point here in the late summer months in August that are going to be trying, and your emotions are not quite going to be as controlled as they normally would be. They might be a little bit all over the place, but it's like a test for you to really find out what you're made of. And I feel like in the month of August, that's exactly what's going to happen, is that, yeah, Your emotions are going to get the best of you at some point, but this is going to really lead you to see how strong you really are and to find a renewed strength emotionally. In September, we have spiritual growth. Okay, and we have the Five of Pentacles. So it's interesting, you know, this card actually is pretty spiritual to me, because if you look at these two people, they're walking outside of a church. The church lights are on. There's clearly someone in there. And if they really just looked up and saw that there was help right behind them, they could just go into that church and ask for help, or ask for, you know, a warm place to stay, instead of being out there, you know, bearing the cold and feeling rejected by society. I feel like you're going to be at a place where emotionally maybe you're not feeling like you have support, when in reality you do. And I feel like this experience is going to make you grow spiritually, because you may call upon, you know, whatever it is that you believe in, to help you through this feeling of feeling isolated. Maybe you're having some financial issues around the month of September, or just needing support from people, and I feel like you find it through spirituality. Especially since in October you have religion and spirituality. So again, major focus on that for you guys towards the fall. Okay, so there may be some, maybe you're finding your calling. It's like, yeah, it's a new beginning for religion and spirituality. So, and this also is a very spiritual card, because, you know, the Fool doesn't know what's ahead of him, and he doesn't care. He's still happy because he has faith. Okay, so faith is very important in the fall months. So September, October months, very important there. But I do feel like you're going to have a new beginning in this respect. So maybe you guys are going to be following a new religion, or just on a different spiritual path than what you have been on, or just more spiritually connected. And maybe that's why, you know, all these emotional changes and everything that's happening, because you needed that. In November, we have support, and we have the King of Wands. So you could be getting support from a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Or someone is supporting some sort of action that you want to take, that you're very driven about, and you've decided you're there. You know, this is something that you want to do, and you're looking for other people's support, or you will be getting that support from others, is what I'm feeling, from whatever actions it is that you want to embark on. In December, we have Take the Next Step Now. So I'm feeling like in November you have this action, whatever it is that interests you, that sparks your drive, your desires, your passions. You receive support from that, and then in December it's time to move forward, and you have the strength then. Okay? Look how far you've come. I mean, my gosh, you started off the year with all these major changes and not being sure, and, you know, taking little tiny steps just to be safe. And your emotions are all over the place, and you're feeling neglected and abandoned, and then you have this spiritual awakening. Okay, you find the support that you need, I feel, through spirituality, through religion, whatever it is that you guys believe in. And that's where you find your strength, your drive, your passion, and your courage. Okay, and that's when it will be the time to take the next step now, whatever that step may be, because, you know, this is a general reading, so it's going to be very different for each and every one of you. But to sum it all up, you start the year off with a major change. Through the first half of the year, you're dealing with that change, coming to terms with it, slowly moving forward. There is going to be a need to focus on yourself, your health. Definitely, especially since there's a dietary change here in your overall yearly view. But definitely the major thing for you is like the spiritual awakening, and feeling supported by the universe in whatever it is that you want to embark on, and finding strength from that to move forward successfully and courageously. So a good end, definitely a good end. Again, there's a lot of karmic things going on this year for you guys, so just be prepared that a lot of things that you are going to be encountering are going to be beyond your control. Okay, so it's just a matter of how you're going to be dealing with them. Dietary change, we have the Queen of Cups reverse. I feel like this to me is like emotional eating. Okay, somebody who's very much into their emotions and what is going on around them, and kind of dealing with that with some soul food. And believe me, I know all about that, and that's not the route you want to take, because then you're going to regret the effects of that. So there's a need for you to be cognizant of what it is that you're eating to keep yourself lighter, more motivated, and not, you don't want to cause another problem for yourself or make things more difficult, or to where you look in the mirror and you're like, oh crap, where did these 50 pounds come from? Now I have another issue I have to deal with. You know what I mean? So keep your emotions in check, and don't eat as a result of how you're feeling on that particular day. I feel like is something that you have to keep in mind throughout the year, because there are situations here that are going to be very trying for you again. Okay, so that's what I've got for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're interested in a more personal look, you can email me at eyesofthestarstarot@gmail.com. All my information is in the description box below, so feel free to send me an email, and I'll be back for your February reading. So take care, guys. I'll see you soon.